Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I am working on this Bally Wizard pinball machine, and something interesting came up on one of the pinball repair groups. Somebody had one of these games and they had a gouge up in the top, and they were wondering how to deal with it because the ball would kind of go up here and stay in the gouge, and it was messing up the natural decay of the ball orbit. And the flow of the game. And I realized my machine had the same problem too. And so people were making suggestions on ways in which you can fill in this little trough that repeatedly the balls, usually if they're dirty, will etch a little valley out of the playfield, and it'll make the ball kind of sit in that thing. So I realized I had the same thing, so I thought I would try what some people are using, which is one of the things that somebody talked about was something called Bondic. Comes in a little pen like this, and you basically open up this end and you squeeze some gel out, and then you use this little infrared LED light at the end, and you use that to cure the gel, and it supposedly hardens it, and you can even sand it later. So I've been experimenting with this thing using the gel, although I just got this off of Amazon, so it should be fresh and new. And I was having a hard time getting it to cure and not feel sticky. It reminds me a little bit of using polyurethane, which kind of never does get completely hard. So I ended up pulling this big LED light that I had in the back and using that to try to see if we can get it to cure a little bit faster. So I flipped that on, and I'm using that, and it definitely helps. You're supposed to only do like 2 to 8 seconds on this thing with the UV, and it's supposed to cure. But I still found it a little bit tacky. It didn't seem to completely harden. I don't know if this Bondic that I've got is old or what. The formula doesn't work, but I'm giving it a try. And I can already tell that it's definitely helping. Let me show you. So let's move this out of the way. And I'll show you the ball already kind of doesn't sit in the trough. Before, it would sit up there and then just drop down out of it. So I have managed to fill it in, and it works much better. Before, it would go and it would slow down and then just drop off. So it definitely helps. Now, whether or not that Bondic is going to last, I don't know. But it definitely seems to be making the ball play a little bit better, like the way I expected it. I also tried a little bit in one of these inserts right here just to play around with it. I don't know if you can see there's a little bit of a texture there. And it's slightly hardened, but it hasn't fully cured, I don't think. And I just put a little bit in there. But I'm curious if this will help too. You'd have to probably use quite a bit of it and do several different layers of it. And it may or may not work. The jury is still out on it right now. But where's the ball? Let me kick that ball back into play just to see whether it seems to be a little bit better just having a little bit more in there. Sometimes, these cups make the ball kind of curve a little bit. But we'll see. I'm not convinced that this stuff is the bee's knees. But I'll play around with it a little bit more. If you have other experiences with this stuff, or you have better products that you think would work, leave a message in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, thanks for watching.